Okay, everyone. Everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Adnan from New Jersey on Digital Pakistan, and I am live from here, New Jersey. And as promised, I have another guest today, Sayed Wasim, who is based out of Chicago, Illinois. And a little bit introduction about Wasim is also in IT, pretty much more than I am. And yeah, of course, he's been having a very successful journey in his career. And the idea of Digital Pakistan to bring people who are really into the field, basically, it's not about bringing celebrity or brand name here. People who are there in the industries, Pakistani talented people who've been running successfully many times. सो आइडिया यही कि उन लोगों को लेके आया जाए और बात की जाए कि टन्स ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी अवेलेबल हैं जो लड़कों लड़कियों को चांस नहीं भी मिलता बिकॉज ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन अब उनके लिए चांस है अपॉर्चुनिटी है कौन से ऐसे स्किल्स हैं जिस पे फोकस किया जाए और जो एक्सपीरियंस लोग हैं उनके लिए भी ये चीज़ है कि अगर वो अपने करियर में कहीं ट्रांजिशन करना चाह रहे हैं कहीं मूव करना चाह रहे हैं सो बेसिकली इट्स अ लेसन लर्न किस तरीके से आप का जो है किस तरह आपने रिस्क लेना है कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क क्या होता है करियर में कैसा वो कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क होता है नहीं होता सो दैट्स वी विल बी टॉकिंग टुडे और this show is again sponsored by Skills for Cloud. We have 20% off going on our courses, and yeah, that's being said, I'll let Wasim start his introduction and we go from there. Over
Thank
to
you,
you.
Adnan. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to everybody. Everybody, Assalamu alaikum. This is my first session on this platform, so I'm glad to share ideas and listen to all of you guys and have a very interactive session. So I know just a little bit background on me. I came to US in '89 for my undergrad degree, and so I did degree in computer science. It was a good time, as you all know. In 90s was the best time for IT. So a lucky blessing. Say, I just got into .com era, and then I got my first job at Motorola as a support software engineer, and that's where I started my career from. So that was a good time to start with C programming, and then transition to .NET, more object-oriented .NET Java type of technology. So it was good time, in '90s. So I worked through my career in different projects, different roles within programming. We built a lot of applications, application development, web services, all of that. So it was very fun time. I really enjoyed what I was doing, which is important. आप क्या कर रहे हैं, आप उससे satisfy हैं, regardless of money. Obviously money important है, लेकिन that was satisfying career for me. उसके बाद फिर मैं management type side पे आया. I transitioned to project management and some management roles. And I think our topic today is more on that subject, that, okay, when you're working as a developer, regardless of what type of developer, Java or .NET or Perl, whatever, how do you transition? Why would you do that? What are the reasons behind it? What are the goals? So we'll touch on that. So that's what I did. I did project management for couple of banks. So I'll share that experience in a minute. So that was
So,
kind of
yeah. So let me stop you here. Right.
Yeah.
So let's not jump into the project manager right away. Okay, hold on.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about more on the
So
developer role first.
right.
See how
So
that goes.
right. So walk
Yeah.
us through, because still I believe it's still the same in Pakistan, right? I've
Hmm.
been doing a back and forth chat for the last 3-4 months. और यही है कि वहाँ पे अभी भी डेवलपर किंग का कॉन्सेप्ट ज़्यादा है, और मे बी इंडस्ट्री और इट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग.
Hmm.
लेकिन when you were there, you started with the .NET and Java and everything, and then you got into the Motorola and all these big companies, right? So you had how many years did you work in that core programming and technical, expertise or the
Yeah.
technical
Yeah. So
experience?
I did 15 years
Wow.
complete development. So that was a lot of fun. You would you get into a big company, where I started in a suburb of Chicago where the headquarter was Motorola headquarters. There were 5,000 of us, all developers in one.
Right.
Two buildings. 5,000 developers. So it was a lot of fun back then. So, but yeah, so you do a lot of projects, obviously, and the satisfying part of the development coming out of college right away was that you see your product in real world. So I'm proud of using. I remember StarTech. I don't know. Most of
Yep.
you younger guys don't probably remember that StarTech phone, but I was really proud of that because we were even though we had a smaller role, but yeah, we worked through that, and our code was in use in that phone. So it was something you take really proudness and satisfying. That's what I talked about, satisfaction. So it was nice. I would burn a night all night just coding, and
Oh wow.
it's something if you don't enjoy it, then it's not for you, right?
Right.
Because it's
Exactly.
very easy. I don't even experienced developers. They will hit a wall, and they'll say, okay, why is my code not working? I mean,
Right.
you put so many breakpoints, you put so much, and you just can't. And the easy way for me was to just go away,
Right.
and I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning, I would have a solution. But
Nice.
if you get really with coding, and I remember a professor I had for C. He was my mentor, very very nice guy, and he what he would do, he bought a little farm and land at a farmland, and then he said he would go there at night, all night he would just code. So that's kind of
Wow.
personality. If you have that personality, and if you like that stuff, then I would strongly suggest the development is for you. The money part is always there, obviously.
Yep.
But that if the money is the only factor, then there are other ways, right, to
Yep.
make money other than coding.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah.
So you just mentioned, you got to have passion, regardless,
Hmm.
whatever you do is IT, non-IT, regardless, you have to have that passions, because if you have that, you won't only succeed, but it will become a part of your life. It's your lifestyle. वो आप अपना
Yeah.
लाइफस्टाइल समझ के जियोगे, यार मैं कर रहा हूँ, मेरे लिए कोई टाइम का मसला
Yeah.
नहीं है हर वक्त.
Yeah.
आप
Yeah.
मैगजीन भी पढ़ रहे हो तो वो टेक्निकल मैगजीन पढ़ रहे हो तो इस ऑर्गेनिकली डेवलप होता है आपके साथ. सो टेल मी के जो लोग देख रहे हैं, जब आप काम करते हो बड़े ब्रांड नेम, बड़ी कंपनी, एंटरप्राइज आईटी, राइट, हमारे यहाँ तो एक कोडिंग और अब हो सकता है कि ग्लोबलाइजेशन है और जो टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म है, जॉब आउटसोर्स होती हैं, तो आपने तो स्टार्ट किया था बहुत अरसे पहले, राइट? सो टेक, आई वांट यू टू टॉक अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट एंटरप्राइज आईटी. उनमें प्रोसीजर क्या होते हैं, कैसे होते हैं, जो
Yeah.
बहुत से लोगों को शायद पता ही नहीं होता कि कैसे काम होता है बड़ी कंपनीज में.
Yeah. That's a great point, because that was the kind of eye opener. Because when you're in the college, you write your code, you manage your code, you write it, and then you push it, and then you run it, right?
Yep. Yep.
At enterprise level, when you go there and then you just write 2 line of code, and
Yep.
it took you 2 minutes to write the code, but the DevOps process might take 4 hours
Hmm.
because it goes to when you look at my eye opener was when the person who was showing me around, and he showed me a visual of their process, and I couldn't see where was the head or tail of it, how the code flows through different environment, and
Yep.
and that's where the complexity comes, and you have to really understand every company that you go and work for, understand their process and
Right.
respect that, because whether you like it or not, you have to respect it and say, okay, well, this is their process, this is how my code would be pushed through different environment, this is how their development standards are.
Yes.
Even the name of a variable, I have to make sure the camel casing or whatever there, you have to respect that, and that's where you learn through your career working in different at enterprise level, those disciplines.
Right.
It's a work in progress. I tell you, I mean, some now I see some places. I mean, it makes no sense. There are places where you go in a company where they have a cloud solution, they bring it in, but they're using 25-year-old DevOps process. So,
Unbelievable.
and you
I'm
would
not
look
surprised.
at that, right? You look at that, and but still, you have to respect and you have to follow that process, because you're not going to be able to change the system unless you are
Exactly.
CTO or something.
Even though it's a failure, and the good
Yeah,
example coming into my mind is about the banking system or the health system. You
yeah,
just can't touch it,
yeah,
no matter
yeah,
what,
yeah,
how advanced you are. कोई सी
yeah,
भी bleeding edge technology पे आप काम
yeah,
करे, but ain't gonna fly because
yeah, yeah,
it's a
yeah,
business. End of the day, what you're doing is just for the business, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
so
exactly.
now your journey, you started, you went to the college here, you got into programming, you got your job, and then you started at Motorola, you've been working on all that. So so you said you've been hard coding, developing 15 years. So now let's say how things change after 10 years, 10 to 15, between 10 and the 15th year, right? Was there any significant change after having 10 years of experience, or
Yeah. So for personally, for myself, or overall as a industry
professionally?
of development. Yeah.
Professionally, you
Yeah.
can cover both. It's interactive system, whatever
Yeah,
you can.
exactly. So I'll try to cover both. I mean, we all know how much things have changed, and especially in
Right,
technology. That's another part of a developer, that you
right,
have to, if you don't like if you don't like change, development is not going to work out very well, because
right.
every time you wake up in the morning, there is a new technology or a new way to do things. Now you have front end components that you have never heard of, and now when you went to college, you learned something, and if you just try to stick to it, uh, the chances are you're not going to be very successful. Nobody would know what you're talking about, that those new components, and the way the front end looks now is so flashy, and so you have to use the new technology,
Yep.
JavaScript framework, all that. You have to learn all that. 20 years ago, I learned JavaScript. It was very different than how that framework is now. So it's the developer used to be, oh, you are a backend developer, and that's how I was. I was a backend developer. If you tell me to create a website, I'll create a big ईंटों की तरह, bricks. It would look like a brick. Like in
Right.
how the expectations have changed. You go to a company, they will ask you to build. You have to know both back end and the front end. So for
Okay.
younger developers, I mean, even for us, the expectations have changed, and you have to learn the front end. You can't just say, that's where that terminology for full stack developer. Most job on Indeed, you will see the full stack. You won't see that they're looking for a backend developer who
I
will just
see.
build web services and you just go to sleep. No, you have
Okay.
to be able to write the code for backend and also build the beautiful front end, or
I
at least
see.
know a little bit about the front end.
Nice.
So that's kind of where the industry has changed. I see in last decade or so, but personally, there, it's very difficult. I mean, everybody who's watching, everyone, if we have an interactive session and if we ask everyone will have a different objective or personal goals, right?
Yep.
So that's where it comes. When you start your career, you are part of an ecosystem in that company, right? It's you have a sales team, who would go and sell, and then to support them you will have a sales technical sales team, those
Right.
technical sales engineers. You will have a management team. You will have a PMO, project management team, and then you have obviously the DevOps and all the developers working through that. You have QA support. All of that is the part of the ecosystem, and you might start your career as a support engineer, and then so you from support engineer you want to become a developer, and now you're from there you might want to become more involved in the project, right? So you are more technical lead, and then you
Right.
might become an architect. So that's
Right.
where I call it the natural progression, right?
So
You're going from a support engineer to now you're a lead.
all the way up to the ladder. So yeah, I want to add here,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
हमने अक्सर देखा है कि इवन के यूएस में भी जो है ना नन्हे नन्हे काके नन्हे जो हैं वो बोलते हैं हम सीटीओ और सीईओ हैं स्टार्टअप के. So it
yeah.
surprises me कि how could you even think about it? You have no freaking experience and you are CTO or CEO of that blah blah blah
Yeah, yeah,
startup because you
yeah.
have no experience. तो
Right.
तुम तो मार्केट में आते के साथ ही फेल हो जाओगे लिटरली. मैंने यूएस में बहुत से अपने न्यू जर्सी एरिया में जब मैं मीटअप्स में जाता हूँ नेटवर्किंग में कुछ स्टार्टअप
Yeah.
फेल होते हुए देखे जब उनको कंपनीज ने एक्वायर करना किया और उसमें जो बग्स तो नहीं कहूंगा जो उसमें बिजनेस की जो रिक्वायरमेंट थी राइट आउट ऑफ द बैट वो गैप्स थे और इवन आई कुड फिगर इट आउट कि यार ये एप्लीकेशन में तो ये हैं तो ये तो एंटरप्राइज में तो सक्सेसफुल होएगी नहीं. तो
Right.
जो लड़के या बच्चे देख रहे हैं अगर इस चीज को कि जब आप एप्लीकेशन बना रहे हो सो इट्स गुड क्योंकि वो इसलिए गुड है परफेक्ट है कि वो आपके जहन में जो है आपने उस हिसाब से बनाई है. आपको दूसरों का पर्सपेक्टिव लेना चाहिए, आपको दूसरों का फीडबैक लेना चाहिए और यू मे रन समथिंग और कंपनीज डू दैट सम रिसर्च इन मार्केट बिकॉज जब आपने अपनी प्रोडक्ट को आगे किसी को बेचना है तो वो एंटरप्राइज स्केल है तो वो अगर फिनटेक है उसकी तो टोटल रिक्वायरमेंट डिफरेंट है. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की रिक्वायरमेंट डिफरेंट है. हेल्थ है
Yes.
तो उसको हिप्पा कंप्लायंट होना है. तो ये
Yeah.
बहुत सारी चीजें जो नहीं होती इसलिए स्टार्टअप फेल हो जाते हैं. हम तो वो स्टार्टअप सुनते हैं सक्सेसफुल के अगर 100 स्टार्टअप खुले हैं तो उनमें से 5% सक्सेसफुल होते हैं. 5 में से भी एक या दो जो होता है वो जो 3 साल के बाद तक भी सस्टेन करते हैं वरना वो भी फेल हो जाते हैं. इस पे रिसर्च अवेलेबल है पड़ी हुई है. तो अब आपने सारा बताया आई वांट टू गो बैक टू द पॉइंट वेयर यू सेड ओके आपने बहुत अच्छा जबरदस्त मतलब ये भी लोगों को अंडरस्टैंड करना चाहिए कि करियर इज अ स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस. इट्स अ लैडर है कि आपने so you need to start somewhere even I started at networking and I had to unfold my sleeve and put the network cables under the table right
Yeah.
which अब मुझे पता है कि चीजें क्या है राउटिंग है क्या चीज so you become a master at the topic or master what you do. सेम थिंग आपने बताया कि अगर आप डेवलपर हो तो यू हैव टू स्टार्ट विद दैट एंड देन ग्रेजुअली आप उस पे करते हो और यू विल बी लकी इनफ कि अगर आपको अपनी लाइफ में कब कितना अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट मिल जाए वो भी बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल अदा करता है. अगर आपको कोई एंटरप्राइज लेवल का प्रोजेक्ट मिल जाए या अगर आपको कोई अच्छा मेंटोर मिल जाए ड्यूरिंग दैट प्रोजेक्ट वो भी आपको हेल्प कर सकता है. तो अब जैसे कि आपने बताया कि आपका अपना जो है यू स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम लाइक नॉर्मल और टिपिकल will do but you keep growing and growing right and then when you got to the project where you had large scale project or enterprise project and you become a lead and then we'll spend some time कि फिर वो जो होता है ना कि अब मुझे आगे जाना है या यार प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट, तो हम आखिरी के टाइम जो है ना 10 व्हिचएवर यू थिंक टॉक अस अबाउट के उस वक्त फिर क्या था कि आपको क्या लगा कि यार अब मैंने बहुत टेक्निकल प्रोजेक्ट कर लिए हैं, डू आई नीड टू मेक अ चेंज, और या आपने कोई कैलकुलेशन की थी, वाज इट अ कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क? या वॉक अस थ्रू दैट.
Yeah. So after working through so many years, my objective was, okay, well, I can go and sit with these C-level management, and I can give them ideas, because now once you have that experience, you become that go-to person, right? So you are more involved in the planning of it, even though you don't have that title per se, but you still you be involved, and then you say,
Right.
you know what, I deserve a seat there. I do.
Right.
I mean, I can go and sit there, and I can help the company plan for it. And that's where that how you present yourself, how you present ideas. A lot of people can have ideas, but to speak about it is a different skill set. It's how you say it. It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Right.
It's
Right.
so that was my motivation, saying, okay, well, you know what, I can be a management uh, role, and I can do a project. In order to become to report to a CTO, you have to have that project management skills. I mean, that's the next natural progression. You can't say, well, I'm going to be a CTO, but I have no idea how to talk to all of these different business. In a bank, there are
Yeah.
maybe 40 different. I just did a project that was, we became our parent company is from Canada, so now we had to adopt all of their compliance process. So the compliance, every department touches compliance. So we had
Yep.
to go and talk to 40 different departments, how
Wow.
the laws are applied to that department. So accounting has their own laws, IT has their own laws, right? You talk about HIPAA and all that. So those
Yep.
are so in order to understand how to talk to these people, you have to have that experience, and that made sense. You go become a project manager. Now you know how to interact with these people, and
Right.
and now you have that, build that relationship, because in order to go up the ladder, if that's your objective, that might not be your objective. That's what I
Right.
said earlier. That might not be your objective. Your objective might be, I want to be on this corner and I just want to code. Leave me alone.
Right.
That
Right.
no,
Exactly.
but I'm talking the natural progression, that you're saying, okay, no, I do want to have the visibility to the company.
Mhm.
Then you
Right.
do want to become go become a project manager. Now you're talking to management, and
Right.
you're reporting to them. You're going to senior meetings, and presenting it, the report, which
Right.
is probably the worst part.
Yeah.
Every Friday we had stair call.
So hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
We'll continue. So I want to add here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we'll go through your PM journey also.
Yeah.
So we are here. So you made your mind that you want to be a project manager because the level and the depth and the breadth of the experience you have had. तो अब दो चीजें मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा करियर के हिसाब से, जो कि मैंने लड़कों को देखा है जो कि यहाँ पे टॉप कंपनीज में काम करते हैं, या माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हो गया, सिस्को, एचपी एंड ऑल दीज, डेल एंड ऑल दैट कंपनीज, और इंक्लूडिंग योर्स, लार्ज कंपनीज में यही होता है कि टीम लीड रोल होता है और एक होता है इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूटर. सो पैसों के हिसाब से सैलरी वाइज दे प्रीटी मच मेक, इसमें कोई यहाँ ऐसा नहीं होता. इसमें आपको ऑप्शन देते हैं, इफ यू वांट टू बी अ इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूटर, देयर यू गो, आपके पास कोने में बैठे हैं, जबरदस्त कोडिंग कर रहे हैं, आज आप आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और पाइथन की कोडिंग कर लें, यू विल बी मेकिंग टन ऑफ मनी, बट दैट्स योर इंडिविजुअल रोल. You work on that particular task and you're dedicated for that task. भाई आपको 6 महीने का दे दिया और then there you go, आपने बस अपने मैनेजर को बताना. टीम लीड में फिर of course you work as a team, You have ton of going back and forth email. कस्टमर का फीडबैक का भी रोल हो सकता है, डिफरेंट रोल हो सकते हैं. ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट आपके लिए एक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर होता है. ये बास प्रोजेक्ट में जो मैंने काम किया है, आई हैड more than one project manager in that project, and that was like a more than a year project. It was a humongous. और फिर जब मैंने प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर की तो मुझे भी बहुत कहीं एक हुआ था कि शायद ये मैं एरिया एक्सप्लोर करूं प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर का. लेकिन जब उस प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर का मैंने काम किया, मैंने कहा नहीं भाई, आई डोंट वांट टू बी दैट पर्सन. वो जो है पर्सन, दैट पर्सन kept chasing people in different group, because you imagine you work with 4, 5 or 6 different teams,
Yeah,
like
I
say
mean, it
with
wasn't for
even
you. It wasn't for
even
you, but it might be good
yes,
for others. It might be something people
yeah,
like it. So
yeah. So
yeah.
I'm saying, and even it was within the IT, right? As you mentioned, if
Mhm.
you go outside, then there are different business units and business groups, right? So it is exciting and it has a lot of exposure and a lot of visibility, but everything's come with its responsibility. It's not कि यार ये अच्छा लग रहा है. हर
Mhm.
चीज की nature और job different है. So talk us about, I would say, स्ट्रेस प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर, आई वुड से. और हम उसका
But
दूसरा
yeah,
जो पार्ट है, उसका जो
yeah.
दूसरा पार्ट है जो लोग देख रहे हैं, इस पे एक और भी पार्ट है कि जो वसीम है, इन्होंने एक और स्टेप लिया. वो भी मैं एक्सप्लोर नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि आई विल कीप इट सरप्राइज फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीडियो, जो कि नेक्स्ट 2 to 3 weeks जब वसीम का टाइम होगा स्केड्यूल करेंगे कि व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप ही टुक इन हिज करियर. तो अभी हम बता रहे हैं कि ये डेवलपर डॉट नेट कोर डेवलपर से प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर बने. अब हम नेक्स्ट 5 मिनट जो हम रैप अप करेंगे, लेकिन प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर पे डिस्कस करेंगे कि वाज इट गुड, वाज इट बैड. या
Mhm.
गो अहेड.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say too many things about bad aspects of the project management at first. But since you touched it, you said about accountability. So that's the that's the thing bad thing about project management. The account You are accountable, but you have no authority. So accountability without authority. That's one of the challenge, but I won't touch on that because I want to focus on the good things about project
Okay,
management, right? Because there
sure.
there are a lot of good it's
Opportunities.
yeah, it's a good opportunity there. I think PMI last time I saw was like 16 some million project managers in the world. So
Wow,
by Project Management Institute reporting. So
nice.
it's a very it's a career that's in demand. Whether
Mhm.
I don't know Pakistan के बारे में, but I am quite sure कि पाकिस्तान में project managers का जो role है, companies realize that and they're using project managers, whether it's in IT industry or whether it's in healthcare industry in Pakistan or manufacturing. हर उसमें project management का role is critical and is in demand because क्योंकि उसके साथ stress आती है, so they want to make sure they pay you well, at least here in US. Money
Yeah,
wise, it's a
exactly.
good career. It's a good career.
Right.
So that's a great thing about project management. It's not for everybody. Some people are not that disciplined. So project
Yeah.
when you are a project manager, you are saying that I have this skill set. I can do. I'm a disciplined person. I can lead the teams. I can bring five different. It's like bringing politics में सब different जैसे पाकिस्तान के वो हैं मुस्लिम लीग पीपल्स पार्टी और सबको पीटीआई सबको एक जगह बिठा के उनसे काम करवाना है आपको. That's exactly
Hmm.
what you're doing. A company maybe is part of politics. It's same thing goes.
Yeah. Yep.
It takes a lot of skill set to bring everybody from, because developers have their own agenda.
Right.
Other you go to accounting, they have their own. They
Right.
just want to stick to their books and say, well, here's how, as long as you give me these numbers, I'm good. I don't care about what else you want to talk about. But that's
Yep.
bringing everybody together. That's a very important skill set, and that's why you get paid well.
Right, right.
So
Yeah,
that's a good thing about our project management. It's a good career. And then as I touched earlier, or maybe you said it, Adnan, that you get visibility, right? You talk to CTO, you
yep.
talk to CFO, you talk
All
to
right.
senior vice presidents, to talk about products. So you get a good visibility, and that might be interested आपको कि आप मैनेजमेंट की तरफ जाना है आपको, तो आपको ये एक चांस होता है आपके लिए. तो
Right.
ये these are some good um, pros, I would say, for project management.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure there are a lot more
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
these.
I would add a couple of more.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
before I do that, if the people are there, they keep going back and forth. But again, you can always post your question even after the recording on this Facebook page. If you have any question, you can ask any development .NET code related course. You can ask any project management related the question here in the chat box. We'll be monitoring it. You can ask now, or you can even ask later on this page. और दूसरा जो मैं पॉइंट ऐड करना चाह रहा था वसीम इसमें कि प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में विजिबिलिटी के साथ साथ you get to know, not visibility is about meeting with the higher management, the people or the team you work with. You mentioned you work with, let's say, 40 different business 40 different groups within the businesses. So you work with compliance, you work with audit, you work with IT, you work with network, you work with security, all of them, right? So basically, if you are a positive person, it's an opportunity to make new friends. That's how would I approach it. क्योंकि आपके पास जो connections बनेंगे इस उस जॉब का तो कोई भी रिगार्डलेस जॉब है, जितनी आप सीनियर जाएंगे उस पे तो आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बढ़ेगी. लेकिन अगर आप उसको एज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी लोगे तो आपके लिए ये है कि आप अपने कॉन्टेक्ट्स बढ़ाओ, आप लोगों से मिलोगे. सो बेसिकली इट्स अ रूल ऑफ सक्सेस, और इवन इन योर पर्सनल लाइफ के आपके पास लोगों से अच्छे कनेक्शंस हैं. सो एंड ऑफ द डे यू नेवर नो, समवन विल this goes around comes around kind of thing. अगर आपके अच्छे कनेक्शन है तो डेफिनेटली यू विल बी एबल टू लेवरेज दोस कनेक्शन इन द फ्यूचर. हो सकता है कोई किसी कंपनी में चला गया, आपसे अच्छी रिलेशनशिप हो,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
we work together, we have an
yeah,
opportunity, and I've seen it, you must have seen it, right?
yeah.
So project management, right? You want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, yeah, no, that's exactly right. And the culture of the company, or Pakistan में भी होगा, I'm sure आप लोग comments डाल सकते हैं कि you the type of company you are working in. I don't know Pakistan में कितना union कितना strong है, but I have never worked in a government sector. US में especially जो local government city के level पे वहाँ पे union बहुत strong है. Project managers cannot even go ask about a task to a low
Wow.
level, support person.
Wow,
You
I didn't know
cannot
that.
even go and ask. So ये constraints जो है आपको, I'm sure पाकिस्तान में भी होते होंगे, क्योंकि जब मेरे वालिद साहब पाकिस्तान में थे, वो लेबर यूनियन के लॉयर थे, तो मुझे याद है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स यूनियन कितनी स्ट्रांग होती है, और यूनियन के जो वर्कर्स हैं उनसे आपको डील करना है, और आप प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हैं, आप उनके ना तो बॉस हैं, ना आपके पास कोई पावर है, लेकिन आपको उनसे काम निकलवाना है. तो I
Right.
don't know how पाकिस्तान में ये चीजें हैंडल करते हैं प्रोफेशनल लेवल पे, लेकिन it's a challenge even in US. तो
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
नहीं, ये मैंने अपनी यूएस में एक जॉब में नोटिस किया है कि मेरे ग्रुप में जो बंदे होते थे, वन आवर प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर वाज आस्किंग एंड आई वाज लाइक, या इसको जवाब दे दो, फॉरगेट इट, ही जस्ट अ पीएम. तो इट डिपेंड्स कि कंपनी का कल्चर कैसा है. बट आई थिंक जो मैं बात बता रहा हूँ 8-10 साल पुरानी बता रहा हूँ, बट इन द लास्ट 2-3 years व्हाट आई हैव सीन, इट हैज चेंज्ड. क्योंकि अगर प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर असाइन हुआ है और उसका प्रोजेक्ट का स्पॉन्सर सीएफओ सीटीओ है, और प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर रिपोर्ट कर रहा है, एंड प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर इज टॉकिंग, hey, I need a report on behalf of CTO, hey, I need a project update on behalf of CTO, then you couldn't be in trouble, because then you are liable to give the information what project manager, क्योंकि उसको फिर अपर मैनेजमेंट को देनी है, अगर नहीं हुई तो देन इट विल बी ओके, इस बंदे ने या इस डिपार्टमेंट से वेट कर रहे हैं. सो दैट्स बीइंग सेड, आई थिंक इट वाज रियली गुड हेल्दी कन्वर्सेशन, और मुझे मजा आया. और दो
Yeah.
जो लोग देख रहे हैं, देयर इज गोना बी अ सेकंड एपिसोड जिसमें वसीम ने एक और स्टेप लिया फर्दर, और उस पर बात करेंगे. जस्ट टिप ऑफ द आइड बस शेयर कर दूं कि ही इज प्रीटी मच डूइंग अ लॉट ऑफ स्टफ ऑन सेल्सफोर्स, सो वी विल एक्सप्लोर कि उसमें क्या है, क्यों किया, कैसा है. इट्स अनदर ग्रोइंग एरिया, टन ऑफ जॉब्स अवेलेबल, स्पेशली जो पाकिस्तानी अमेरिका आते हैं इमिग्रेशन करके या स्टूडेंट पे, उनके लिए ज़्यादा बेनिफिट हो सकता है करियर के हिसाब से. जो कनाडा जा रहे हैं, जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया जा रहे हैं, इन कंट्रीज में तो बहुत इन्वेस्टमेंट होती है इस तरह के प्रोडक्ट्स पे. हम उस पर भी बात करेंगे. इनका बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है. हिज एक्सपीरियंस व्हाट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट, अगर मैं किसी को प्रोफेशनली विदाउट कॉन्टेक्ट से लाऊं तो दे विल चार्ज मी लाइक टन ऑफ मनी फॉर दैट. सो आई थैंक यू वसीम फॉर दैट. And
You're welcome.
yeah, any last word, any suggestions, comments you want to say
No, it
before
was
we leave?
a great topic. We can talk for hours on this topic,
Yes.
obviously, and have more interactive comments and learn from all our audience. It's a great opportunity to learn from each other. So thank you. I appreciate it.
So thanks everyone. As I said before, you can always put your comments here. If you have any suggestion, do let us know. In the future, we'll always looking for more topics. And even I am willing to invite anyone who is watching in Pakistan. And if you've done something exciting, अगर आपने कोई अच्छे exciting project पे काम किया, ये कर रहे हैं, just reach out to me here on the messenger, or I'll be more than happy to talk and discuss. And after this show, I have another live show in 20 minutes. We're talking about COVID-19 situation in Pakistan with a PhD scholar. So yeah, you can tune back in. It's a different audience, but that's COVID show is like for temporary. The situation we have, we cannot ignore. But these technical topics is a long way to go. So feel free to share, comment, and I'll see you in a few minutes and regular shows. Thank you, Wasim, again. We'll see you again. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks everybody.